Nice, that's great, man. Please have a seat. Okay. So again, just having familiar faces, guys, first tells me one thing, that you guys found this community valuable. Yes. So thank you for the support that you have shown so far. Now, as you know, our topic for this meetup today is BAM, Technologies, Behavioral Adaptive Marketing. But before jumping into the deep details of BAM and what this technology is all about, let's first discuss and see why it's there anyway, why there is a need for a behavioral adaptive marketing technology. Quick just review on how the marketing or the sales process goes. You might have heard me saying the same stuff that I'm about to share with you right now, but it's just the principles that clicks what's going to happen next. Now, for any sale to happen 1,000 years ago, 1,000 years to come, and today, there are three processes or three steps that every sales encounter goes through after we have the product. Process A is that we have people or traffic. You need a place where there are people to sell them something. And the second process is, I will call this the personalized environment, where you have a chance, a one-on-one chance to connect and to communicate an offer with a prospect. And the last one is the sales or the checkout, let's say where's the money, when you have reached, you and the prospect, to a particular agreement. That means now you got a yes. Please, welcome, no problem. Okay, so that's generally how the sales happen. Now, despite all the technologies, the evolution that we see, the revolution in how businesses works, well, we still have the same principle. You can call this traffic, you can call this footfalls coming to a shopping mall, you can call this cold calling, just trying to annoy people. Whatever you call it, it's the same principle. You have a cloud of people or peoples somewhere, and you want to get them into a personalized environment, whether a phone call, a meeting, a website, a checkout form, a retargeting ad, whatever. It's a personalized environment that talks to them about their needs. And then you have a sales or checkout, which is where the money comes here. Okay, once you reach into a certain agreement. Now, the problem that we face with the growth of the internet is that people's attention, the attention span again, is going so low, very low. It's like 7 seconds as people's attention span on the internet. That means you got only 7 seconds to get someone online to take a valuable action, to make a decision that, hey, I'm going to hang around, I'm going to spend more time with this guy or no. Only 7 seconds. So that's a challenge. Now, what happened is that started talking on niche marketing, niche marketing. What does it mean, a niche marketing or a niche market, or why you should customize your message to suit a specific niche? Because people's mind is programmed this way. Now, I'll just give you an example to better demonstrate this. Let's say you are an animal food shop owner. You sell animals food, and you created a Facebook advertisement. You said, we're selling dogs food, okay? Dogs food. Dogs food, that means you're still in the same industry. You're like cats owner can buy cats food from your shop, right? But your ad here or your message is not going to click for cats owner. Their radar won't catch it. They will ignore it immediately. They will scroll until they found something different. Okay, so that's where they say, okay, be specific in your niche. Now, that created another problem here, that you need to create a message that appeals to, let's say, a certain amount of people, enough to make money, enough to make profit, and at the same time, you can't be general, and at the same time, you're afraid to go too specific, then you will lose the attention of the viewers. So that's an obstacle here. And you have to be you have to be picky here, and when choosing your traffic sources, where to advertise, who is seeing your ads, who are coming to your website, because you are creating the content to talk to a certain type of people. If someone else comes to your website, it's not gonna, they won't resonate, and they will leave immediately. They will abandon the website immediately. Okay, so that's generally the problem that we face as marketers. Does that make sense to you? Is it clear for you guys? Okay. Now, with that being said, I would say move now to the type of traffic before again getting into the BAM details. So there are three types of traffics. And when I say traffic, I'd say potential customers online. There are three types of people. There are traffic that you own, okay? And there is traffic that you can control. Okay. Excuse my handwriting. And there is traffic that you can't control. These are the only three types of traffic. In a minute, it will make more sense to you. Now, let's start with the traffic that you own. The traffic that you own means that people that you can reach out to them anytime without a middle agent, without a middleman. You can get in touch with them anytime you want. You can send them emails, give them phone calls, or just display your message to them. And under this category, you will find your customers, right? So your customers is traffic that you own. Anytime you can contact them. Your followers on the social media, it's free traffic for you. It's traffic you own. You control what they see and you can reach them out to them anytime you want. So this is a traffic you own. Now, a traffic you control is a traffic that you buy. You can't, of course, control the traffic on Facebook, but you can ask Facebook to advertise or show or display your message to certain type of people, right? So that's something you control, but you don't own the traffic there. It's not yours. Google Ads, the same story. And the traffic that you can't control will simply stuff that maybe someone mentioned your page or your Twitter account or mentioned your business in somewhere, and their friends got to saw the mention and they got into your website. Well, you can't control this type of traffic. Make sense? Yes. Okay. Now, your job as a marketer is to convert this traffic, the traffic that you control and the traffic that you can't control, to convert it into a traffic that you own. Okay, so this way you get into a place where you have the freedom of time and choice to connect and contact your traffic or your audience the way you want, the time you want, at your convenience. Okay? No one can tell you, hey, you can't do that, or you can't say this because it's your traffic here. It's you own this. Now, how that can help us in this process? How can that help us in customizing our message? Remember what we said is that creating a message that appeals to a large enough group of people without being general and specific, that's the key that we are aiming to. And honestly, that's why most businesses are not meeting their sales figures. It's not because the advertising is difficult or is wrong. It's because their messages, they call it a market to message match. You can just read articles about this, a marketing to message match. You need to match your message to the market. Now, with the BAM technology here, this is the solution. See, I would first give you just a quick introduction into the direct response marketing and see how this will appeal to you right in a minute. Now, this is a traffic that you either control or don't control. Okay, not the traffic you own. So you are running an advertisement for an offer that you have. Okay, on Facebook, let's say. Now, what most people do is that they send the traffic to a sales page or to product page, right? Trying to sell them immediately something. Tell them, hey, buy this offer. Okay, that's what most businesses do. Now, you need to understand that people who are online are the same as people who are on our normal life. They are just people. And to build a relationship with someone online, similar to the way that you build it with them offline. So you don't immediately ask them for order if they don't know you, right? In the previous meetup, we talked about building authority. They need to know you, like you, trust you before they invest with you. And ask yourself, you will never buy anything you don't like from anyone you don't trust or you don't know, right? So that's just a common sense. So you need to build this trust. So instead of sending them to a checkout page or product immediately to buy a product, what savvy entrepreneurs do is they give them, let's just put it this way. They say who, okay, and what result they want, okay, and they give a byte, and they get the payment. Now, what does that mean? Who is your ideal customer? Now, we said before the BAM marketing, we need to go really specific, uncomfortably specific here. But with the BAM marketing now, you can step a little bit back and say, okay, let's just go back again to our example, the bit shop, the animals food shop. Well, you might be selling to cat owners and dog owners, okay? Let's say just this way. Now, what you can do is that in this page, instead of sending them to a page that immediately sells them the product, you take their preferences and build a connection with them by giving them a bite that get them closer to their result. What a cat owner or a dog owner want? What a pet owner want for their when it comes to feeding their animals? What they want the most?
They want their animals to be
healthy, happy. What is it? What else? Ideas? Like healthy food. Okay. So what you can do here, who saw the entire video. Okay, and this video is hosted on Vimeo, or okay, they give you analysis that the website views got into this, but they didn't give you the exact maybe a list. Maybe you want to reach out to them by email. You don't need to pay to Facebook to reach out to them, like as a free. So why you should just we should use this? Because again, this is a paid activity. We need to pay to Facebook to send our message again to these people. But if you have them in your list or in your contacts, you can do that. Now, another thing, you can't change what's in this page based on who is looking at it. This is the point here. Remember what we have mentioned about the one that you mentioned here, Isam, is behavioral response marketing. Behavioral response marketing. They have responded to this, so I show them this message. But behavioral adaptive marketing, which is they have acted on this way, or they told us this thing about themselves. They told us, for example, I own a cat, not a dog. So instead of showing them general animal food, we'll show them just the cat food in this page, without needing to do anything changed. Now combining, again, this might be confusing, so I'll just go through it again. Combining the behavioral, let's say the BAM, behavioral adaptive marketing, with the behavioral responsive marketing, BRM, okay, combining these two things with the Facebook ads, that's unbeatable. Why? Here, you're not just talking to those who didn't complete the purchase, in our example, not just those who didn't complete the purchase, but you're talking to them based on their preferences as well. So you tell them, hey, it sounds that you got stuck. I mean, life gets on the way sometimes. And so here's your chance to continue buying your cat food. And if he's a dog owner, here's your chance to buy your dog food. Okay? So that's the difference here. That's the point here. Now, let me just do like this a poll here, guys. I want everybody to participate with me here. How likely are you to respond to a super specific message like this? If it is talking to precisely your needs.
I'm 0.
If it is talking to your needs.
Yep.
You want response to it?
It depends on the product. If I'm buying a TV screen, yeah. But if I'm buying a pen, no.
Of course. I mean, at the end of the day, the point here is that there is someone approaching you to sell you something you want. Okay.
I might feel that it's just privacy. I don't want to answer.
No, I'm not saying that answering on a marketer or someone. I'm telling you here, how likely are you to buy something that is speaking to your needs immediately, like you resonate with it. It's just, you feel like this man or this ad is talking to me. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. So how likely are you to do that as well?
Because it comes to my home like that.
Exactly. It's talking about your specific needs. This is the point, right?
If you're in the decision, if you're in the buying mentality or the buying or decision-making time, you would take an action for that. That's a different thing to look at. It's like, what's the state of mind of that person? Is he just browsing for something? If he wants to buy something, if he's checking multiple prices, that means he's willing to buy but looking for a better price.
Okay.
What you don't see with these channels is what you can do in the back programming nowadays. Now, the pages are not static anymore. To me or to a developer, the the page is pieces.
Okay.
So when you click on a product, I know exactly what product you clicked on. That means you're a cat owner, not a dog owner, and I can retarget you in the same way.
Yeah.
Without even to have any information back from you. Your behavior will, let's say, give you up.
Absolutely.
In this case.
Absolutely, you're right. That makes all this. Now, I want to go back a little bit here into the funnel process generally, which is selling through a funnel instead of just selling through traditional website. Okay? Now, the funnel generally is an online steps that takes your prospects from being called to Adi. Nice having you, man. Please get inside.
Sorry.
No problem. It's okay. Okay. So the funnel is a series of online steps that takes your prospects from not knowing anything about you to buying your product. Now, it just starts the way and build a connection between you and your prospects the way you would do it generally, okay, as just with normal people, real people, okay. Now, the sales funnel all sales funnels start with the simple indication here of the landing page or the squeeze page or the opt-in page. Okay, the opt-in page, many names for this squeeze page. It all has one function here, one goal, to get the contacts of the visitor. That's the goal of this page. Okay, our aim here is just to get the contacts of the visitor and understand their preferences. So how we do it and what we do after that, that's the funnel. Now, let's just go into how we do it. Why would anyone give you their contacts?
Depends on their interest. So you need to have general information that people...
Exactly, absolutely. Why would you share your information with me and come to this meetup? Why?
Because we need.
Exactly, because I'm speaking to your general needs right now. So we went now into further customization. I'll show you how it works here, okay? I'm showing you exactly how it works because, guys, I'm not teaching this as much as I do this. I do teach behavioral response marketing, direct response marketing, but I do it every day in my business. Okay, I want to show with you exactly here. That's why these meetups are different from any other meetup, by the way. So we drive, again, you know the traffic story. So we drive traffic to this page from an advertisement. Now the trigger here is the advertisement. This ad is going to distinguish who should see this and who should not see this. And this ad is written based on the who I want to be around. The type of clients and customers or people I want to attract. So it all starts in here. You need to ask yourself what type of people, whom you want to work with, how they look, how they feel, if you have the choice, name the customer, build their avatar, every aspect about them, right? Even their names. Just if you have the choice. You say, okay, I want to work with John, who's 35, brown eyes, making $200,000 a year, whatever, just name it. Okay, and then build a message that appeals to John. That's generally what will happen. You need multi-Johns generally, so people who look like John, okay, look like your customers. And you take them, and of course, you see what they are faced with as a challenge, as a problem, as something that they are ready to trade their time if you can help them out with this. So they give you their attention. So in our example, again, the cat food, guys, you want to bring another example? You want to bring something else? Let's just take something real here from your businesses. Anyone would like me to demonstrate something on his idea?
Crown florals.
Crown?
Yeah, it's something for kind of accessories for the girls.
For the golds?
Girls.
For the girls, okay. I'm not good at the girls stuff, but anyway, I'll try to walk this with you, okay? I'll try to walk this with you, okay. So
talk about designs, like business owners and let's say people who they all need to design something at some point, their logo, their business.
Okay, let's talk about designs. Okay, let's talk about graphic design. Okay, that would make it easier for me. Thank you, Sam. I mean, it's serious.
No, because that one you need a specific kind of people and age and even financial. Because
okay, then tell me more about what they want. Tell me more about this type of people here. Then the type of these people.
You have two types here. You have the, let's say if it's for girls at an early age,
Yes,
they don't have the money and they cannot buy, so you need
Exactly.
to target them and their parents at the same time, or the decision maker in this case. This
Yeah,
is much
it
more
depends on
complicated.
You know what? What I will do is I will demonstrate it through an easy example, okay? And I will go back again. I will show you how to do it in your example, okay? So let's just keep it on the graphic design stuff. Okay. Any business owner now want to start a business, they need some graphic things. And let's say you are a graphic designer, a freelancer or a full-time business owner, whatever, a graphic designer. Now, what they are faced with as a challenge, those business owners who are faced with want to build their brand, okay? Let's say their brand name, their look and feel of their business. What challenges are they faced with here? You as the business owner, you know that you need to help them choose the right colors, right? That might be a big challenge for them. Colors or theme that speaks their brand, reflect their brand image, right? Maybe you need to help them with a slogan for their business, right? So these stuff, they appreciate it. And maybe you need to help them with giving them logo ideas. Maybe a logo case study, a report about the top 10 logos or the best 10 logos in the world. Okay, I'm just making up stuff. I don't know if this exists anyway. So what you can do here is that you create this piece of information, digital information. Maybe you just tell them, hey, I want to send you this by email. Just give me your contacts and I will send you an email here telling you a case study about the best 10 logos or the best 10 slogans or how you choose the colors of your brand, okay? So that's the ad here. We are not telling here, in the advertisements, we're not telling them, hey, hire me to do your logo things or your graphic design stuff. We're not doing that in the advertisement. We're advertising here, in other words, this is a lead magnet. We talked about the concept last time. So we are advertising here the lead magnet. We're paying money to give this for free. Tell them, get this logo stuff. And when they click on the ad, doesn't matter where they see the ads here. Now that depends on where your ideal customers are. Maybe you want to target people on LinkedIn. Maybe you want to target people on Google ads, on Facebook, YouTube. That's where your customers are. We're not talking about that. Again, we're talking here, guys, about evergreen strategies. So stuff that works today, it works 10 years from now. Okay, so doesn't matter where the traffic is coming from, as long as your ideal customers you see are hanging or spending most of their time there. And you get them into this page. This page here is a squeeze page. That's its name, opt-in page. Our goal only here, from the copy, is to convince the visitor, whether they give us their contacts or they leave. That's it. Nothing else. No about us, no read our heroical stories, nothing. Nothing. Success story, nothing. Just give me their contact or leave. That's it. I'll give you this. If you want to trade your contacts with me for this thing, well, I'm going to give it to you. And you need to make sure that the copy here, the headlines and the copywriting stuff, the technique, is motivating and persuasive enough to get them to take the lead magnets. How you do that? By not just talking, hey, it's free, not just talking about, hey, it's like 12 pages. I mean, that doesn't make it cool right away. Not talking, hey, this is new. No. You want to sell them the result here. Tell them, hey, I'm giving you the best 10 logos in the world, case studies, so that what? Your results. So that you achieve 1, 2, 3, 4. So that you come up with the best logo. So that you make it easier for you to decide on the logo. You give them the result. That's the result. So that's how you get someone to connect with you and give you their contacts. Just give them the result. So when they connect with you and they give you the contacts, we'll go to the thank you page. Here we're talking about funnel, and we'll see now how this connects. So they will be sent to thank you page. Thank you page you can customize it different ways, but just don't please say here, this is confirmed and go check out your email. No, don't do that alone. Because what happens here, you have here a chance to speak to someone who is best fit to your customer, to your avatar here. You have a chance to speak to a hot customer here. No one would give you the contacts unless they are interested in the topic. And if they are interested in the topic, that tells you something about them, right? Now imagine in the contacts form here, we have asked them we got a preference about them. Again, going to BAM marketing here, to understand where they come from. So we customize the coming messages in the funnel. We'll see now.
I have a question.
Please,
Do
Jan.
you have a preference items box on the ad before they go to the opt-in page?
No, the ad we can't control. That's the point here.
So everyone sees the same message on the opt-in.
In the ad itself, we can't control how, we can here just, if we want to go more customizing this, we'll just create different ads and going to different opt-in pages. But these opt-in pages will take them to the same thank you page that is now talking to them based on their preference. Or we can just keep the same opt-in page if it just appeals to a large enough group of people at the same time. And we have as well the option just to understand their preferences. So for a designer, let's say maybe we can just here speak about their skills in the designing. Have you ever done this before? Do you have a team who's doing this for you? Have you ever tried freelancers? Okay. So if someone told me I've tried someone on Fiverr, my entire messaging will tell, hell man, you're doing Fiverr stuff? And I will just be against Fiverr. Why? Because he told me he spent some money on Fiverr. That's how I changed his mind here. Okay? If he didn't tell me, if he told me so that's how we customize the message later on.
You can have multiple opt-in pages.
You can have multiple opt-in pages sending to the same thank you page. Of course, of course. And in the thank you page, you can customize, in the same thank you page, you can customize what displays to the customers based on which page they come from or based on what they told you in the preferences. Okay? They told you, for example, my budget is this, so then, okay, now we talk about different stuff here. My budget is that, so okay, this is how we customize this. My background is this, okay, so this is how we speak to this person. The point here, guys, is that with this bad technology, you have the opportunity to see who is paying attention and following in your business. So you give them the attention back, okay? You give them the support they need. That's the point here, okay? So on the thank you page here, again, you can, of course, customize your content based on either the preference or if they're coming from different landing pages, okay, going to the same page, you can as well change the content here to speak to their preference. So here's another way, okay? Now, what will happen in the background? Okay, that's in the top. By the way, guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg. That what you see online is just the tip of the iceberg. That's why most people who copy others don't succeed. They don't know what's down there. It's like a mountain. Just see the top here. Now, what will happen in the background here is that once this event happens, someone gives you the contacts and told you a little bit about themselves, they will get. There are different options, okay? So you can get them into an email sequence. And this email sequence is pre-written. I mean, you just designed it previously. You have your copy here, so immediately send them this email. Then wait another day and send this email. Then day 2, send this email. And in day 3, send this email. Maybe after 3 hours, send this email. Or you can even automate these emails in a way that if they did this, then do that. So if they didn't open the email, then send them this different email. Maybe this email split tested. Just let me see between 2 emails. So instead of just sending, for example, this first email is very important. Okay, we need everyone to open it and click and do the instructions. So we can split test 2 different emails. Okay, so 50% of the time split test between this email and this email timely. That, in other words, means every time someone gets into this process, send sometime this email and the other time this email, and let's see which email getting us the better result. Whether the conversion that you're tracking here, is it a click or open, and then just cancel the other one and keep with the one that gets it. So it's limitless what you can do here with the funnel. But again, back to the behavioral here, the behavioral adaptive marketing. That's deep automation for email marketing. What you can do here is that in this sequence is you decide which emails to go to whom as well. So if they told me something, let's say if they told me A about themselves as a preference in the opt-in page, we'll then send them this email that is talking about A. If they told me B about themselves as a preference in the opt-in page or the opt-in page they came to me through, then send them B email. Okay, and so on. Now, how that can here connect? So this funnel that I showed with you here is an opt-in funnel. Opt-in funnel. Now, you can create a sales funnel here, stuff that you can like sell stuff immediately on the spot. So you here give them what we call OTO. And now we're going to a question again here, Islam, about sending more traffic from different ads or doing this through different systems. One-time offer, okay, which is basically you can automate your system to start immediately giving a deadline here, maybe 20 seconds, 20 minutes, or 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. The moment someone gets in here, this deadline will start for them. And tell them, hey, congratulations for making this move. I've already sent you the PDF file, maybe in a video or text, no problem. I've already sent you the file or the PDF file to your email as promised. By the way, if you enjoy the video, you will love this. So I'm giving you here 25% discount on 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, your sales message here is matching the preference. Okay? And just to let you know, this is just valid for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, if they try to purchase, it's not there. It's evergreen. It's not there even if they refresh the website, even if they visited the same page from another email, it's not there. It's just tied up with their email. No way they can break it. Doesn't matter how good they are in tech or IT. They can't do it. It's just, I mean, this link opens with their emails in the part.
What if he wants
No, even me. I'm not a tech person, by the way. No, you can't. The way here is that you just make it serious. Okay, that's number one. You get people to take you serious. Number two is that what you do here, they call this the OTO strategy. They call it a liquidation offer. What does that mean? So usually this is a low-tier product, like maybe $7 to like $17, a low-tier product. What's the purpose of this here? Okay, there are two goals or 2 points of having a liquidator offer here. Number one is that you can pay more for advertisement. You say, okay, the money that I make from here, I'll just put it on advertisement, and now I can outperform any one of my competitors because I have the low-tier offer here as a liquidator. So I can spend money more on advertising. It seems like for me free advertisement because I just have this offer for one objective here, to just cover the cost of my ads. So I can get more people, more traffic. We said on the traffic that you own, traffic that you control, traffic that you don't control. And your goal is to convert most of this traffic to a traffic that you own, right? So you need to run more ads and strategically design your pages for those strangers who came to your website without you controlling how they come and what they do there, in a way that all the time keeps them converting to a traffic that you own. Well, in other words, subscribers. So having this liquidator offer here gives you the ability to keep feeding your ads and keep that circle going on. That's number one. Yeah, please.
So the main difference between the own traffic and traffic you can control and the one you can control is when you have a customer email. Is that the main difference?
The main difference is that you have their contacts and you can track their activities inside your system with their names.
So it doesn't matter if the customer has purchased from you before.
I'm sorry, I didn't get this.
That is, it doesn't matter if the traffic has purchased anything from you before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to do with the contact, right?
I mean, if they purchased from you, then you likely have their contacts, right? I mean, of course, you have. I mean, it's part of the traffic that you own is customers and subscribers and followers, right? So it's a traffic you own because you have the point here is that you can reach out to them anytime with any message for free. You don't need to pay anyone to reach out to them. That's the traffic you own. Okay? But you need to build a trust between you and this traffic as well, because that's how the sales happen, right? Authority that comes after someone knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. And then you can make a sale. Now, let's see how another advantage of a liquidation offer. If you follow this, you are collecting yes from a customer. Someone said yes to you. Doesn't matter how much money they paid to you, they trusted you and they're giving you the money. That's a big deal. Even if you have a $10,000 product, well, you can start still with this. That's a big deal. They trusted you on this. And if they paid you money, they take you serious. Okay? So now you have the show. Prove yourself. Okay? Now, another type of funnel, well, of course, this will engage a checkout page. Let's just continue the funnel, a checkout page, and then order confirmation page. Let's go a little bit deeper here. In the order confirmation page, or the checkout page itself, when they buy the product, you got the money already, they paid you the $7, okay? What you can do here is upsell them another offer that complement the main offer. This is the keyword here. Complement the main offer, not devalue the main offer. Like, for example, let's say someone purchased, let's say paid for a logo designer, someone to design their logo. They pay them, let's say, $100. And in the upsell, they're telling them, we'll give you as well the free files, the source files for another $10. Well, that's not a complimentary offer. It's not complimenting. It's just making me feel like I didn't purchase the whole stuff from the beginning. Your upsell here needs to complement the offer. So maybe you tell them a business card design. Okay, so it's something complementing now. Now, what happens with the upsell here is that you are increasing the value of the same customer, the same subscriber, the same transaction. 35, an average 35% of transactions, an upsell says yes. So what happens here is that you are increasing your revenues from the same ad cost, the same time, the same effort, the same transaction. It's what happens to you when you buy something from McDonald's and they upsell you the French fries and this other stuff, right? So they upsell you all the time. That's wired in the system. You can have that as well in your sales and marketing systems, in your funnels. Now, this is as a strategy, okay? We said if you want to have, if you want to build a system, you need a strategy and you need a technology or a tool. Okay, so that's the strategy in general. Now, how to build these stuff, that's where most people are frustrated with. I mean, guys, do we have any tech people here? Osama. Other people, technical stuff, you know how to build websites. So we didn't get your name. Eli, nice having you, man. Cool, so you're technical. Who else? Okay, so Eli Nassam, would you tell us how this might work if you want to do it technically in any programming or website stuff? Just give us an idea on how to build this.
Like actually, you can start with the Google Ads and all.
I'm talking about the funnel here, the opt-in page, the checkout page, getting the payment, getting an upsell, the technical on how to build this.
Mostly this, after that, all the pages we made built in the margin or like the CRM pages, so they have a built-in
Checkout and systems. Okay, okay. And integrating this stuff together, how it works.
Mostly I use the Magento.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There are some lot of stuff you also already introduced to make it easier way to.
Exactly. Now technical, maybe you guys agree on this. Technical is no big deal for anyone. If you know how to copy paste, if you know how to create a presentation on PowerPoint, you know how to build this thing. The most complicated part of it, the upsells, getting payment, all of that. It's straightforward and copy paste stuff. Please, Hassan. Yeah.
Even if you found, let's say, an online service that can give you the design and the HTML page of the funnel, how are you going to link it with your software?
That's the point.
When someone puts their email and clicks submit,
you need to get them there, okay?
how you want the system to understand that this click coming.
How about this technology provider is the same system that gives you that stuff?
So eventually,
It is one system, guys. Usually before this system, that I'm about to show you here, before this system came around, it was you need to have an email autoresponder or email system where you can store your leads and give them the tags and this stuff, and you need to integrate it with a landing page builder. So you need a builder or a platform that you need to build these pages, put these pieces together, and then you need a checkout system where you can get the money. And then checkout system, this should be connected either with Stripe or with PayPal, and then it's a mess. And to do the tracking, you need another. At least to create a decent and good marketing campaign or a marketing system, you need 9 to 12 softwares. I used to use the software only just to create the urgency and give authentic deadlines. Just the deadline, just to count. If this subscriber saw this, then they have 10 days deadline after that, and then just shut down the offer. And I used to pay like $97 a month just for this stuff alone, okay? Just for the deadline, rather than the emails, everything. But now, we have a system that does everything here, all this stuff for you in one simple platform.
What about if you already have your running business, you already have your website and your checkout page, and you want to use this platform?
You can do, of course. You can integrate it. Now, this is the point
Then
here.
you need a technical
No,
expert
no,
who's dealing with
you don't. No, you don't. These systems in the marketing arena, in the marketing world, they have integrations, either directly with the big names in the marketplace. So, for example, you can see Shopify, for example, does integrate with MailChimp, right? It's just click like this. Why? They just copy this API from here and paste it there. Well, that's it. And they have clear instructions, even in video, how to do it, right? Now, the same thing, these systems works together. And if there is two systems that doesn't talk to each other, there is a third party called Zapier. I don't know, maybe you are familiar with this. So Zapier does these entire integrations on your behalf. But chances it does. Now, you need to consider this now. When we talk about a sales and marketing system, a system that you use to get customers and get paid, okay? And another system that you use to your, let's say, general outlook, or let's say the operation of your business, the operations of your business, like if you do an online business. Now, the system that you use to sell, the outcome of this system will send people to the other website or to the other platform. So in your example, I know what you're talking here, Islam. So for your example, you have the platform to connect educators, let's say, and let's say online e-learning stuff, okay? So that's the platform here where you get the customers. Okay, you don't need to send the traffic here. You just send here the closed deals here, send the customers. You send the people who already purchased. But you have the system here, the other system with the software that I'm about to share with you here, that can handle the sales and marketing process for you. And the outcome of this system goes to your system. You still have the same look and feel here. You can just put your logo. I mean, if that helps you in a way or another understand how you do that. Yeah, just yeah, exactly. To avoid this stuff.
Eventually, you would need some technical expertise in that lane, especially if you have, instead of just putting an email, you need them to select if it's A, they like X, or B, like.
You can have these data migrated. Of course, you can have this data migrated to your CRM. You have a CRM here and you have a CRM here, right? That's the point.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's a different thing. So I have to collect information from my customers, maybe add it manually to the marketing system, and eventually little while later you have a complete.
Of course, and then you can just continue build on that. That's for your case in this, and I'm sure there are better solutions as well for that. There are, but generally, guys, here generally, when we're talking about not complicated or programming business ideas, this works. This works easily, and you can do it yourself. The skills that you really need to make this happen, and technical-wise, is just copy-paste stuff. That's the point. You will see that when we come after the break, and I'll share with you how this would, just simply click for you, for everyone.
Eventually, there's a lot of programmers which can help you in a couple of days to make the link if it doesn't.
Well, the point is that we don't need to spend a lot of money on programmers. That's the point. I mean, you can just pay, like, I think $100 or something a month, and that's it. That's it. You have this power. Yeah, you have this power. This is the point. Okay. We'll come to that after the break. Let's see. Just we are here on Okay. So just to introduce one last piece here on how your imagination can lead you through designing and building your sales funnel, and then changing your marketing message to match the behavior of your leads. Now, once you own the lead now, or let's say own the traffic, you now own the traffic. You can control and own the traffic. It's for you what to decide on. So, for example, in the thank you page here, maybe you can ask them to join to get into your Facebook bot, which is really cool now. This Facebook bot thing is making it easier as well. It has, I think, 76, I'm not quite sure on this, just check that, 76 open rate. And 60-something click-through rate. So you get people into a Facebook bot with just one click of a button, and you as well connect your Facebook bot, you can use ManyChat for this. I mean, I recommend this software for you, ManyChat. Let me just write the name here. So ManyChat can help you with this. Facebook bot, creating a Facebook bot here. And you get subscribers. So ManyChat will function as an email or CRM system for you for Facebook users. And it does store the data, the communications, the history between you and your customers, your subscribers. You can automate messages to be sent to them at a certain time, or you can create a sequence of messages that, hey, the first day, send this conversation, the second day, send this conversation, and give them options. Click here to go there, to the and so on, okay?
This is without the authentication.
You can do, for ManyChat, ManyChat, you can embed the link in your website, or you can just have it in your Facebook page. When someone click on, like, get started or chat with me, they immediately get a welcome message and it goes to them. But if you wanna use ManyChat here, or the Facebook bot, as a behavioral adaptive marketing strategy in your system, what you will do is that you will create, so think about ManyChat as a funnel, the same story. So you create a series of emails, that, for example, and when someone gets into the chat, receive this email, and then after, let's say, 10 minutes, receive, this text, simple text, short text, okay? And you can connect it into the right piece inside your funnel. So you have your, let's say, here the opt-in page, and here you have the thank you page, okay? And let's say in your opt-in page, you are collecting people to register, let's say inviting people to register for your webinar. By the way, webinar should be a topic of another meetup. It's a big deal as a sales mechanism. Maybe we can talk about it in another meetup. But let's say you are getting people to register for a webinar. And they registered. So in the thank you page, you will tell them, well, thank you. What do you want here? What's your goal? You want people to show up in the webinar, right? So you give them a click link here. So send this to Messenger. So get reminder in Messenger, so you don't miss the time on the webinar. And when they click in here, they will go to the list that you built on ManyChat, and it is designed to be sent to them on, let's say, to remind them before the webinar, like immediately tell them, hey, this is the link. So the second day, hey, don't forget our webinar tomorrow, and I would love to share with you this new stuff here, maybe just like it. So you warm up the relationship between you and the prospect before you pitch the offer. That's the point, right? So this is a way you can use it. Another way you can use it as well to sell immediately, to sell a product, to sell your stuff with the ManyChat here. So you can send them to the store, and you follow up here with them. And if they purchased, you take them out of the sequence and send them to another sequence. And you have different sequences. So for customers, I have this sequence. For people who register for the webinar, I have this sequence. For people who attended my webinar, I have this sequence, and so on. Okay, so this way you get the entire puzzle work together. And by the way, ManyChat, as a platform for bot marketing, does integrate with these marketing softwares, or I mean, most of it. And if it doesn't integrate immediately or directly, you can do it through Zapier. I don't know if I'm spelling the right stuff here. Maybe you can help me, guys. Adi, maybe you know this, right? Zapier. This is the right spelling for Zapier. So Zapier, it helps you integrate the system that doesn't talk to each other. So if there are two systems that there is no direct integration between them, so let's say, for example, if MailChimp does not integrate with Shopify, for example, well, you can have Zapier to connect you both together. But it does work, but ManyChat works with most of the marketing platforms and advertising platform and sales systems. All right, so this is it, guys, for before the break. So we'll just take a quick break. If you have questions, we can go through them right now. If not, well, let's just catch and have a cup of coffee in the break area outside. And thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate your time. Thank you, guys.
Is it something different, like
Yeah.
when in Facebook, for example, after you're clicking on, like, if I'm watching animals video and I click on like for 6 cats and 2 dogs, after like a couple hours, it will start sending me cat food ads.
Yeah.
It's something related to this.
But that's something coming from Facebook. You don't own it. You control it. That's what we're talking. You can ask Facebook to send your ad to cat lovers. And now Facebook got their algorithm to identify where are the cat lovers, who are they, and they display your message. Exactly. They are getting paid. That's how the whole story is working here, right? So Facebook ads get you in front of the right customers. Now your way is to customize a message that appeals to them and get them to a traffic you own, and then you take it further.
The newest way they're using Facebook is their new system, the chatbot.
The chatbot,
You have a live behavior.
Exactly.
Sales.
A managed chat, yeah.
Ask, you get messages
Yeah.
from you, or you get the word out, you get all stuff.
Yeah, that addresses as well your question again, Jihan, here. You can promote chatbot, and you have like a series of messages. You predict how the conversation would look like and how you want it to go with answers, pre-answers. So
That's live. That's immediately based on the user.
yeah, it happens to everyone, you know. So yeah, so that's how. Now I will help you simplify what we have been through and show you how that applies to you. And as Afifu mentioned, what to do when you go home. Well, the bottom line, what can you do? How can you turn this into actionable stuff? That's the big promise I have for you from the general meetup in the beginning, stuff that you can leave and take actions on. Okay, now let's zoom out all the time. When you are frustrated with the details, or let's say overwhelmed with the details, the best thing to do is to zoom out and look into the big picture and find the root cause. I've mentioned shared with you stuff today on funnels, on BAM marketing, on behavioral response, BRM technologies. You don't need all that to create a successful business. What you really need is to see what gets you where you want to go, what fills the gap. There are two gaps that we need to fill here, okay? On a personal level, as you, the owner, the entrepreneur, the marketer, let's say, yourself as the main contributor, and the gap that you want to fill for your audience, the customer, at the end of the day. And let's just put them here in written. That makes it easy to demonstrate. So your current situation, so you are here, and what you want at the end, which is your goal, where you want to go. And from the other side, your customers, who they are, okay, what result they want, and how you can get them this result. If you connect these two roads together, you will find that the second one, which is you connecting your customer with the result they want, is exactly what gets you from where you are to where you want to be. So let's say if you want to have a successful business, well, all right, who's your ideal customers? Well, my ideal customers, let's say parents. Okay, what parents want from in your arena? Well, they want X. Well, how can you give them X? Well, by providing Y. Well, okay, do a lot of Y to a lot of parents, then that will make you to your goal, right? What will take you to your goal? I hope that makes sense to you. So that's in a zoom out part now. Because now we are on the age of the internet, and stuff and businesses are now being done online. It came to us and make the process cheaper, not expensive to do a business, easier. You can avoid mistakes. You can get more of the job done. You can outsource stuff to other people around the world. Okay, the stuff that you're not good at. But at the end of the day, you are the CEO of your business. You are the architect here. You should operate from a CEO level. Though you are operating from a CEO level, you still need to understand how the process of online business goes. I'm not going to say that you need to sit down in front of your computer and do this technical stuff yourself. Okay, I will never say that. What I'm saying here is that understanding how this stuff works simply opens your mind to new opportunities, new possibilities, so you can steer your ship wiser. You can delegate, you can hire better. That's the point here, okay? Now, who here want to start a business? Or in the process of planning a business or building a business? Ali, Rafia, Jihan, available, right? Hannah, okay. So guys, you want actionable stuff to get you to build your business, okay? Now, I don't want to repeat myself, maybe you've seen this in the video, but we've talked that businesses are made of two processes. Again, I want to simplify stuff. Businesses are made of two processes. This is the business, and there are only two big processes, and everything comes under, let's say, two categories. The first one is customer acquisition, which is a process to get customers. And the second one is promise delivery, or delivering your promise, which is when someone gives you the money, you give them what you promised. Anything comes in one of these two areas. There are hundreds of methods, a lot of stuff that you can do under this category and under the other category. Everyone got their unique approach. Some people, their process to get customers is that they cold call, they send emails, maybe they do advertise, whatever. They have a process here. So, for example, I buy a list from a bank, something, maybe, and then I go cold call, and then I get few prospects, and then I pitch my offer, or say, offer my deal, and then I close a deal, and then I start executing whatever the promise is or the project is that they have purchased. Now, there is a traditional way to do this process and this process. Okay, we don't want to talk here about, again, repeat ourselves on affiliate marketing or stuff. You don't need to create the product. No, I will assume that you already want to create the product. You are the product owner. You want to be engaged in the promise delivery here. So that's for you how to decide on. I mean, it's your expertise. It's your field. I can't interfere here a lot. I can help you here understand this better. And if you think about it this way, if you know how to get customers and you know how to get them the product, well, that's the business. This is the transaction, right? So now, what I shared with you in before the break about BAM marketing, about the funnels, about the targeting and the retargeting, all works in, if you want to like go complicated in the process. But you don't need that. I want to share with you a funnel, a simple funnel that engages a Facebook ad, 2 emails, and then chat on Messenger, okay? And then closing a deal. Sorry, chat on WhatsApp and closing a deal, okay? It's 5 steps to get customers. That's like, again, this, maybe you've heard me talking about this before. It's a case study, let's say, from a business of mine, other business. I have a company called Kids Day Events, and that's for kids' activities and birthday parties for parents. So we plan the parties. We send our team to the parents' houses, decorate the place, give the entertainment, clowns, and this stuff. Okay. So our offer is birthday party, let's say, packages, and it doesn't matter how much we sell it for. This is the offer. Our targeted audience here is moms. That's where we start. Moms who have toddlers between 1 to 12 years old. That's our target market. That's whom we want to sell to. Now, what do they want when it comes to planning a birthday party? A lot of stuff. We found that most of them miss things in arranging their parties for their kids. They forget things, they choose the wrong venue, they don't know how to get maybe good food suppliers, locate, whatever. So we've created a checklist, and we shared our best tips with moms, telling them, if you have a birthday party coming up soon, well, you need the checklist, our birthday party checklist, that makes sure your party stands for all the good reasons. Here it is for free. Okay? So that's the advertisement. That's the place where we send traffic, where we display in front of traffic on Facebook or whatever the advertising platform. So that's the ad. Take the checklist. Yeah, exactly. This is the lead magnet, the checklist that helps you plan the party. So when they click on it, they come to the page that we have mentioned to you, which is the opt-in page. Okay? And the opt-in page, we tell them, where would you like us to send you this checklist? They say, okay, this is my name, email, mobile number. That's what we ask, the kind of information. Of course, not everyone is going to come here. Not every mom is going to share this in contact, but we don't want every mom. Guess what? I mean, we're good with 5 moms a day. Right? We have a capacity. We don't. Exactly. I mean, we don't. We even can't. Maybe we have an operational capacity that reaches the limits, right? So that goes back to your goal. How much money you want to make, for example, this month? Well, let's say 100,000. Okay. And the product price is 3,000. Let's say, okay, how many customers you need? Well, I need like 35 customers. Well, okay, that's enough. 35 customers over the month. That's what I all need. And then if the conversion rate is 20%, then I need 100 mums to come here over the entire month. Okay? So when they give me their contacts here, I send them to the thank you page. Okay? And go a little bit deep here on customization. Well, thank you, this is it. You download it. And by the way, if you like the checklist, it happens that we do birthday parties. Okay? And this is our offer. And we share some stuff. We go fancy here. We share some previous videos and stuff that we have it in the thank you page. I don't want to brag here. Here just I want to get the contacts. Okay, I brag in here. Okay, I show my muscles here. Now in thank you page, I tell okay, this is what we do and we can help you. Well, they don't need to buy it immediately, but what happens is that they get they immediately get into the emails and they receive the automation email with an invitation, okay? And as well, a notification to a sales team in our team sent to their email and tell them, hey, this person, let's say, or this mom, this is the name, the email, the mobile, asked for the checklist. Chances they have a birthday party. They have a script on WhatsApp. They don't need to think anything. Just copy this and send it again on WhatsApp to the parents here. Tell them, hey, this is from Kids Day events. Just in case you didn't check your email, here is the offer again. Also, here is the checklist again. And by the way, here is our offer for birthday parties. And guess what? Moms, I don't know, like they love chatting on WhatsApp. So we close the deal just on chatting without even talking over the phone. Seriously, I mean, that's a case study I can't stand until it's happening to us. We don't speak over the phone. We have customization, like to reduce the time of back and forth communication. I need this, that. We have customization like this, and this. This is how it looks like, this is how it feels, this is exactly what you get inside this, and this is for how much. So it's like plain, straightforward, and simple. Sometimes, yes, we get like customization. I need some stuff extra, so we need to add stuff. Okay. But most of the cases, it happens this way. And we get the money, we send the team, and we go to the other process. So my point here for you, if you want to go back home now and start put an action plan, what you would start first is answering these questions, the kind of where I want, where I am right now, where I want to be. Who's my customer? What do they want? What results they are getting, what they want? How can I get them there? What can I provide to them to get them closer to their goals? Okay. What is the product that I can sell to them? So in the parents' example here, the parents wanted a perfect birthday party. So the thing that I can give to them is a birthday party planner. I send my team to do the party for them. But down the way as well, they are frustrated with choosing a venue, finding a good food stuff. And so I use this as a lead magnet, okay, as a bite, to get them into my personal environment. So that's what you now need to go on. So generally, this is the process. You don't need to go complicated. For example, on Kids Day, in this example, the company example, I don't use complicated funnels like the one that I shared with you. I don't use BAM marketing. I don't use any of that's straightforward. This is it. This is what we do. And we have sometimes to shut down the advertisements because we can't process the leads. We're just enough. Just enough. Because we simply can ask Facebook to send our advertisement to moms who their parents, who their kids is turning a year next month. Well, or this month. Well, that's it. So my ads will only be displayed to this type of people.
Yeah, interesting. Why didn't you use this?
I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. Yeah.
I thought you were saying you are not.
No. We're not doing the BAM thing, that which is if they click to here. No, I don't want, because it's straightforward funnel. Now, but if you have, here, the point, if you have high ticket products, store, exactly, you are in e-commerce, you sell high tickets again, then yeah, BAM marketing is for you. If you are after repeated customers, like you want to keep higher retention of customers coming back to you all the time. Well, as a basics, there are people in the marketplace. You need to invite them to your office and talk to them, understand what they want, and then go give it to them and take money for that. That's what happens generally. So instead of inviting them to your office, you invite them to your list. And instead of talking to them personally, you get the system just to understand quite a bit about them, and maybe you interfere on a personal level here. And by the way, this doesn't just only apply for online things. As I told you, like the birthday party, it's not online business. It's offline. But our office is in the 19th floor in a downtown. I mean, don't tell me there are parents traffic there or footfalls going there. It's not in the shopping mall. So how can parents know about us? Posting stuff on Instagram, well, doesn't help. Not much. You need, huh? You need the guerrilla marketing, yes. Like, we'll come to that in a minute. But I just want to add one more thing here. Now, if you're, again, that goes to your goal back again, how many customers you really need, okay? And that will define what efforts you should put in the business here. So if your business here engages one-on-one closing, so you have to have a phone call or a meeting with someone. I just want to ask you a question here. What's a better choice for you? To cold call people until you find someone who's interested in what you've got, or to get people asking you to call them, expecting your call, or expecting to hear from you, or excited to hear from you about your business or your offers? Which one, if you have the choice, right? Obviously the second one, right? That's the one. So that's how you can get people excited. There are people who work using these strategies, and they work in the insurance business. They sell insurance, okay, and they need to close a deal one-on-one. That's how they do the model. That's what they do. It's just hooking people, connecting people in this just 2 steps. Opt-in, join us here, and this is a starting connection. So people are now excited. They're expecting them to call them back. They're expecting them to meet them. They're expecting them to give them the offer.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, please.
I keep getting these emails from you.
Yeah.
And, these emails are very effective. So do you have copywriters that write the content for these emails, or your funnels and your landing pages, or do you write them yourself? What's your process?
Well, in fact, I write them myself. I come from a literature background, guys. My background is not tech, it's not business at all. I mean, I studied English literature and French as a mother language, and I have writing skills. So it happened that I have this as a talent, and when I learned the copywriting techniques, if this answers your question, the sales technique, how to structure your offer, what to say, how to get readers to read, well, that helped me a lot in my business. So no, I enjoy writing them, because when I have like a session for writing my email for a new product or a new swap sequence or something, it's like fun, it's like brainstorming ideas. It's cool how and I imagine readers how they act when they read through.
As good as coaching.
Thank you. Well, that's what I teach. Okay, so now let's. There are two stuff left here. Three things left in our session today, guys. I don't want to take longer your time. The first one is I'll reveal to you now the name of the platform that I recommend that you use. That helps you in creating this. You will find it ridiculously simple on how to just do this stuff. Even if you don't want to engage with this, doing it yourself, there are explanations like it's pause and do this stuff. It's simple, straightforward on how to do things. Okay, and these systems I use it myself. That's the number one. The number two is that we'll discuss the next step for you, next milestone that we go, that you might love to go if you are connected with this community. And the last one is your feedback or review, just to understand more about your ideas here as a session, as a discussion, so we know more about you, maybe the challenges that you're faced with, and the obstacles that you're faced with, your goals. Maybe we can just help each other. That's the point of the last part, is if there's someone who can help others. So let's just know what we are faced with. Sounds cool? Okay. Now, the platform that helps you with BAM technology that can change everything for you and run, you can, inside the same platform, you can create your landing pages, opt-in pages, thank you pages, email system, website, you host your videos, the checkout pages, it connects with PayPal, you get paid online, you create membership sites. It's like 12 platforms in one platform. 12 platforms in one platform. that can walk you through this process. It's called DRIP, D-R-I-P, sorry, DRIP. So DRIP is not email autoresponder, but email automation. You can create automated rules based on behavior, and you can integrate it with your website, any website, WordPress site or any website. So it just speaks to there and hands off.
Maybe a study case in this.
Case study?
Case study for that.
I
Just understand it step by step.
Between this and this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can.
Yeah, I will tell you, I did, or it's already there. It's already available. I did that. That's I do compare stuff, what you can accomplish in here and what you can accomplish in there, and I teach these things myself. Now that will lead us to the next part of our session here today. So guys, did you enjoy the session today? Did you find it valuable?
Sure.
Thank you very much. Now, do you want more? Cool. All right. Amazing. Now, I want to share with you something.